Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator 2, and we did the shopping mall and the future bike last time. Today, we are back at Buckington to do theater sets. How's it going? Last night was a premiere of my latest musical, Jeff, an expose on all the shady shenanigans our mayor's gotten up to, and it seems like some folks aren't fans of the truth. It all kicked off. Frankly, I'm not surprised. My work's going to flip the lid so far off this thing, astronauts are going to be saying, "Hey, where'd that lid come from?" But there's no stopping us. We're running again tonight with your help, of course. So back to the theater that we cleaned last time, but it's on the stage, and we have all this stage work to do. Doesn't look too difficult at first sight. All right, so that's pretty caked on. We might go yellow. But I have a feeling this theater backdrop might open up or something. Hey, I just realized you're going to be getting a sneaky as you work. No letting anything slip, you hear? Well, we will do our best to clean this up. Actually, I should give you a brief outline. Stop getting the wrong idea. Feel free to ignore, of course. All right, we shall. Don't have to tell me twice. If you want me to ignore it, I'll ignore it. Yeah, we'll get the ceiling here. And the lights. Yeah, with our extension, hopefully this won't take too awful long. You can get the stage ceiling set. Got those lights. Yeah, we don't even need our extension. We've got grease cutting power. All right, that is set. All right, next up, let's do this ceiling. Oh, I see. Yep, that crack right in the middle where those things run. That's going to be a little bit... Okay, so we got that frame. And probably, yeah, this side needs to be gotten if we want to get all the frame. Well, I thought. All right, have to come at from that. Cool, got it. Yeah, 8%. I think we're doing okay. Trying to determine whether or not this thing opens up to something bigger. Probably the difficulty are these rails here. As far as getting all the dirt and grime out. I want to know how in the world they got into the framing, though. Okay, come on, frame. I know you got it. Come on. Yeah, there's the double frame. Good deal. Right up to the curtain. Curtains will be a little iffy with all the little grooves that can hide in a curtain. All right, that's that set done. Right on the edge if we can. Okay, I think we got that light already. Yep. So let's do frames one mo again. Of course, you are going to block our way. Yeah, so we'll get the the grooves as best we can. Work on the front. Dang it! Inconvenient things. Alright, so that's embedded light. So that rail's good. Ceiling frame. And there we go. Ceiling frame good. Yeah, we don't even really have to change heads. 14% of the way, and we're on the ceiling still. Got those lights in that ceiling. Nice. So then it's just... yeah, that might be a little bit tricky. So we have the lighting board. Alright, so we got those lights. Good deal. I don't know if the ceiling is separated. Yeah, it kind of looks like the ceiling is separated out a little bit. Alright, cool. And ceiling done. Alright, so the spotlight rail. Yeah, top of the curtain's gonna suck. But the spotlight rail we can pretty much do. Alright, spotlight rail is good. Main curtain. And light. And then there's ceiling. Good. Now I can work on the back. So green will work. Will white work? White will work. We'll stick with white. No, we'll go green. Just it's that little piece of mind that's a little bit more powerful. Scene 1. The Mauka Au 2 Desert and the site of the Muckingham Merman. We open with a full chorus line. Think Verdi's Anvil Chorus, but more epic. As the mayor's cronies toil against the oppressive heat to carve out the gems with their pickaxes. We close out with throaty baritone solo from Clem Bass, playing the mayor as he addresses the baying crowd and assures them that justice will be swift. Alright, backdrop good. Now let's kind of go section by section here with the curtain. Alright, good deal. I was hoping that it would not be too bad. Okay, so we got this also inside railing. The rock prop. Cool, we can go all the way down to there. Oh, so they've got gaps in the frame as well. Good. We don't have to move it. I was concerned that we'd have to move the scenery. But so far it looks okay. Alright, that's good. So now it just leaves the floor. Stage floor will get this, just like we did for the entrance to the mall. Spin her around. All right, we good. Steel wing frame is good. Rock prop. Kind of looks like a snail if you ask me. But that's just, yeah, a little bit of grass sticking up. On the top, yeah, it's really inconvenient there. But we good? Airship prop. Alright, so that's the airship that we did for the mayor. Alright, yeah, airship prop mount is... Okay, so airship prop mount's good. Little sticky outy bits on the fins. We already cleaned this airship once. Okay, so airship. Got it. Cool. So then we have the drop prop. Along the back sides here. Oh, wow, that was easy. Not going to say no to that. Alright, so that's the rail and that prop good. And the light I didn't mean to hit, but we did. Alright, that rail's good. That rail's good. Shoot. Alright, curtain set. Get the rail. Alright, rail is good. That's good. That's good. Cool. So then we can just start. Alright, so I think both lights are good. I kind of like the way it's broken up. Kind of a lot of smaller pieces rather than a bunch of big ones. Light and floor. Alright, then we'll get on in there. Alright, you set. Then we'll make sure, yep, you're set. Up and down the curtains. Alright, you set. Alright, next up. Ancient statue prop. This is going to be the merman. Oops. Nope. And I imagine he's going to have some stuff on his crown. Stuff on his shoulder. We'll hit from the top. Hopefully tolerances are good. So that's a second ancient statue prop. Kind of connected, but not really. Interesting design from the back. Right under the arm. And on the back side. Hello, merman. You good? Probably not. You had your gem stolen, didn't you? Alright, ancient statue prop. Alright, so that's the whole kit and caboodle. Good deal. Alright, yeah. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, I've got a feeling this might be a 50% opener. Because we're almost like at 50%, but almost done with the stage. So it's going to be one of those things where he's like, oh, wait. There's a secret room that just opened up. But either way, we're making really good progress. Definitely cannot argue with that. All right, we'll do the rail. All right, rail is good. Then we'll hit the back sides. All right, you good? Excuse me. Scenery. All right, cool. Lights are set. Give a quick stage wishy-washy. Ding, ding. All right, interesting prop here, a crystal prop. All right, I think we got everything on the top. We could squeeze through that. All right, so crystal prop. Lots of graffiti. Almost moldy, if you ask me. All right, you set. Pretty low tolerances. Yeah, cactus prop won't take too long at all. All right, you set. And then another rock. Getting your depth. All right, cool. All the way to the top, all the way over. We get the curtains, but we're not at 50%. Which is interesting. I thought if this was a split level, we would be like right at 50% when it hits. We're at 52? All right, sweet. Hit the stage floor, back of the curtains, and then we'll see what happens. Ding, ding, ding. Speech bubble prop. Then the stage main curtains. Back of the curtain. And I didn't see a speech bubble prop. Unless it's inside the theater a bit. Inconvenient rock. All right, main curtain good, stage embedded light. I thought for sure we got all the stage embedded lights. Where are you at? Yeah, we did. Oh. So 2, okay. So, okay, and then speech bubble. Oh, up here by the merman. Gotcha. Did not see that. Exclamation mark. Change scene. Scene 2. The recreation grounds in Buckingham where a secret tunnel lays beneath the bandstand. Oh, another backdrop? Well, at least we have all the slides done. When we open the ear-piercing solo from soprano Debbie Delivers, who plays the pilot of the mayor's airship, which had to divert to bandstand after encountering a mysterious dirt cloud. So it's kind of cool going through the play. Step by step, we get to see the process. Looks like it may be mainly backdrops and props from here on out. As we got the railing, the lights, the curtains, all that stuff, surely they're not going to get dirty again. But then we end with a hushed quartet. Panic stations as the mayor's cronies smuggle the secret gems into the secret tunnel under the cloak of darkness, while Oscar Me plays a sleepless park warden scouring his scene with his torchlight. To be honest, Oscar was far too loud last night. We had to rein him in. Lantern props. Yeah, so this is going to be about hitting all of our angles, front and back, side to side like a roller coaster. Speaking of which, I wonder if that's kind of... Oh, I see. Yeah, little gaps there that we're going to have to get. Yeah, this is where we might need some elevation. All right, tunnel prop. Bandstand, which we had cleaned. It's kind of like a walk down memory lane of all the things that we've cleaned. All right, bandstand prop still isn't good, I would bet. We kind of need a ladder. Yep, to get up top. Thank you for being awesome. Bandstand ladder prop. All right, you good? I was going to say, where's that lantern? Because I know the lantern prop wasn't done. All right, and then we have to get on top. All right, cool. So that's good. The mine prop. All right, easily done. Mine carts. They're on our level. All right, so yeah, that's... Nope, minecart prop was not done. There we go. I was going to say, surely. All right, mine prop. Hopefully this will... Cool, that triggered. And another one of these. We'll hit the undersides here. Don't forget to turn around. All right, 66%. So it must be a 3-act play, as is tradition. All right, that's the lantern. Tunnel frame going well, hopefully. All right, so that's lantern. So yeah, then it's just mind frame. Right up top if we can. Change the scene. Scene 3, the national park in Power Falls, where the secret tunnel emerges at a cottage straight out of a storybook. Here the music takes a menacing turn as a disgruntled stooge reluctantly transfers the gems to a hypercar borrowed from the mayor's accomplice Blake Thrust. Ah, that would be our future bike dude. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the backdrop the way it was with all the red and the menacing smiles and all that stuff. All right, forced backdrop done. All right, let's work on bush prop. Hopefully this will be close enough for government work. It is. Helicopter. Yeah, get under those rotors. Get the tail. Very inconvenient tail. A very detailed prop. Oh, yeah, and of course they cut out the cockpit. All right, you good. Whew. Okay, and then a forest cottage. Of course, with a little cutout that you can't be too careful about. Oh, that goes all the way to the ceiling. We'd heard from our sources that this particular stooge was an absolute colossus with a bushy beard. But our baritone, Greg Bolero, is clean shaven. So we just stuck him in a Bigfoot costume in a trench coat. I mean, whatever works. It reminds me of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous when the traveling troupe is like, hey, we want to write your story, but all we have is 2 gnomes in a trench coat, or we have an ogre. So which one do you want to play you in our production? All right, so I hope that's good. Get up as tall as we can. We'll take care of the tree. And then over to the cottage. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about any hidden nooks and crannies on this prop. He was initially a bit pulled out by it all, but we knew this wasn't about him and soldiered through despite the oppressive lighting. All right, trapdoor. I do have to say, it's a very good stylized prop. Props to the tech theater department. Easily done. All right. Corner tree goes all the way to the tippy top, making sure that you have all of the goods that you need to reach such heights. Up and under, most important thing, don't forget that. All right, we got the top. Yeah, I think this tree should be good here. Yeah, really good tolerance. All right, another bush. Nice and easy, I appreciate you. And then another bush and the future bike. Okay, got that, got that. Rock bush prop, good. Helicopter prop mount, oh. I forgot the mount in the back. Now we good. Futuristic bike. Yeah, with a little bit of an underside that we need to pay attention to. All right, cool. Yeah, I think we're just ready to wash the bike. All right, scene. Scene 4, the foothills of Mount Rushless, where far beneath the earth Blake Thrust hides out in his secret man cave. For me, this scene hinged on whether Tony Welk had the gravitas to play enigmatic man of mystery Blake Thrust. The man of mystery. That sort of thing is his bag, baby. Now, I've heard International Man of Leisures, but like an International Man of Mystery. You know, spies. Holy crap. How... Oh, interesting. Got some overhangs all the way to the top, you cheeky bugger. Yeah, so we got to get up and under the teeth. Nothing can be simple. Then we'll get the teeth from the other side. So when they said man cave, they kind of took it literally. Made kind of a bat cave. Alright, stalactite prop. There we go. Stalagmite. Because the rocks form a T when they're hanging down from the roof, and they form an M when they stick up from the ground. One of those things that you kind of learn in grade school that is completely pointless unless you do geology or whatnot, or cave spelunking or whatnot. But it sticks with you. Just like a squared plus b squared equals c squared. You don't know why you need to know how to find the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle, but dang it, you do. We hardly missed a note as he prowled the stage, victoriously. Victorious after finding and obtaining gems, loading them into his prototype time machine. The rogue had gone full rogue. I'll admit, this last scene is pure speculation. Whatever Thrust plans to do with those gems. Didn't see, too busy washing. But at 91%, I think, like he said, this might be the final scene. What kind of a thing is this? A pathicist inductor. Very Frankenstein. We got another one over here, you bet we do. Can we get to this edge? All right, they were kind. Didn't make me go to the edge. All right. Big thing, last but not least. And there's got to be like one large prop to end, right? Go out on a bang, hit a finale. No, this looks to be it. The big machine and then the few props up front. Yeah, that machine. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Actually, it's like an egg from Dr. Robotnik. Let's see, do we get edges? We did not get the edges. Let's make sure we get the edges. Probably from the back. A little bit better angle. Alright, temporal field switch prop, crystalline flux, resistor cave wall. It's a lot of big words. Science! So you get your flux resistor and your damaged singularity engine. You can get a SATA. Alright. Cave good? Yeah. Let's get this other cave wall. Excuse me, ladder. So all of that is one, yeah. Alright, down we go. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I think we're good. Yep. So that's cave wall, crystalline flux resistor, and temporal field switch. Doesn't take too awful much. Nice and small, nice and compact, nice and easy. All right, Viola. Peace, Flush. Can you get yourself back to the motel? We got a weird one for you. Oh, a semi-truck. So we can do that on this episode, I believe. So there is our theater. Cats just chilling. Doing their thing. As they do. Scene change over. Scene change over. Scene change over. Hey, Flo, incredible work. We just had another amazing night and the set looked poppin'. We might have to get a stand-in for Greg, though. I don't think he can do 3 shows a day in that getup. Fair enough. 18-wheeler. Have you seen it yet? The 18-wheeler in the yard? Grubby as you like, and we know how you like grubby. The 2 fellows driving it came in a stinking mood, claiming to have driven through a really bad dirt cloud, asking if I got a car wash. I said, firstly, take those angry vibes out of my establishment, and secondly, no, I do not have a car wash. I do, however, know the county's finest power washer. They said that'll do, and put down a wedge of notes. I popped them in a green room, so you won't be hearing from them for a while. Don't mind saying, there's something very off about them. The one I spoke to was kind of average looking, but the other one was straight up Sasquatch. Oh man, life on the road don't treat you well, does it? All right, 18-wheeler. Let's get up to the top of the trailer, and this is a massive trailer. Can we white? Yeah, I think we can white. And this is a red truck. Let's go green. Yeah, get the rust off. Oh yeah, before I forget, they said not to look inside. They were quite insistent about that. Yeah, Felt, truck drivers don't want you invading their space. Not that you can anyway, it's locked. I've already checked. Ah, I see. Curiosity is getting the better of you, is it? Well, you might not like what you find in there. All right, ladder, you good? All right, let's do the business. Get the trailer roof taken care of. Probably ought to turn around for my safety. a nice color, though. It really reminds me of my color that I picked in American Truck Sim for my Volvo. Oh, I see ya. A little bit of caked on dirt there before we get to the front. All right, and that's PowerWash cap. All right, let's do some shopping real quick. Furniture catalog. There we go. Now we're not on our cap no more. All right, so do we do trailer completely and then do cab? We could do that. Cab. Extension. Yeah, we'll just go right down the edge. Do we need extension? We don't. Not really. All right, so that's the edge of the trailer. We'll just go up and down. Actually, we'll edge out the tube light and this reflector and the bottom. We'll do the back and then the cab. Oh, I see. Yeah, the tube light. So that tube light is good. The other one isn't. Imagine it might be. There we go. Just at a funny angle. Bucket on. Bucket off. Trailer side trim good. All right, trailer wall. There we go, trailer wall. Now let's start the underside here. Of course, we'll get the majority of it when we get the tires. And then trailer fairing. All right, so we got reflectors and fairing. And we'll see if it's just one side fairing and other side fairing. Cool, so got that fairing, and then there's the underside. Of course, the wheel wells on the trailer we can get whenever we get to the other side. Oh, that's handy. Didn't mean to put the ladder right there, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Let's actually get off for now. We'll just get the trailer front wall here. All right, trailer front wall good. Trailer front trim. So that's the front trim set. Yeah, we'll make sure we get these tube lights and the trim before we go down the sides. All right, that's tube light good. And side trim does run around the whole side of the trailer. Hey, y'all heard? Bucket on tour truck has been lifted. They said they might have to pull off the show unless it's been found. Oh, by lifted you don't mean elevated off the ground. You mean stolen. You serious? Who was it? Some Lubri City wannabe on the SAB. We'll get that detective out here. Well, why else would someone do it? Because who knows what they got in the back of this thing. Yeah, the little side curtain grooves. Be sure to hit those nice and straight. All right, trailer side. Now we'll get the fairing as best we can. And then we'll get the back. And then the tires. Fairing good. All right, truck underside. Yeah, we'll get that once we get the cab. Oh, very cool. Nice. So I kind of wonder if this is like a GTA situation where they're like, we just stole a truck. We need it cleaned so that no one like can identify it. It wasn't clean when we took it, sort of thing. Right, inside rear bumper. Got the mud flap and that. Rear bumper almost good. Trailer bed almost good. We'll be getting those tires here shortly. All right, rear bumper. There you go. All right, let's work on the tires and the wheel wells around here. Up to the fairing. Inside tire, outside tires. Cool. Thank you for being awesome. Nice shiny rims. I like it. All right, cool. That tire's good. Down to the ground. All right, those are good. And I think we have trailer underside. Also from the other side. Hopefully this is connected. All right, so that's the truck rear. Right above the tires if we can. All right, cool. That tire's good. Rim. Tire. Thank you. All right. Trailer tires are good. Trailer bar lock handle. I didn't even see that. Cool. Gotcha. Oh, trailer lock bars. All right. Lock bars are good. Cool. So now let's work on cab. A lot of fiddly bits, I guarantee. Let's hop to the trailer. Get as much as we can of that exhaust stack. The stack says plural. All right, now I think the rest we can get from the ground. Oh, crap. Roof lights. So is all that one? Okay, that's the light bar. Each light is individual. Thank you. Get off the ladder. All right, so that's, yep, light mount wind deflector. And cab roof. All right, then I think, well, we'll get the top of this, whatever that is, cab aerial, and the top of the mirrors too. All right, I think we can get the rest from the ground. Ladder, shimmy, matter of fact, shimmy one more over. All right, we got that. All right, cab rear panel. All right, that's all set. And then exhaust actually runs up and under. All right, up and under here. No. I thought we were pretty thorough when we hit that left exhaust stack. Suppose maybe not. All right, where? There we go. I don't know what I did, but we did it. All right, ladder, move out of the way. You're inconvenient, please. All right, yeah, cab mirror. All right, you good, window good. We'll just come down the side to the fender. Door and door handle. The fairing. Yeah, I knew up and under those steps would be prime dirt accumulation. Fuel cap. Right side fairing there. And up and under here to the truck bed. Okay, I think so we got the top here. And I think the other side. Yep. And then we'll have to get the rest from the wheels. All right, mirror. Windshield wipers. All right, that's good. This mirror. Good deal. Chewing through. All right, got that fairing set. Door and door handle. Oh, hello, phone. Joe, why aren't you picking up? You better not have lost your phone again. Where are you? What's taking so long? Ah, the plot thickens. Did you find a truck to pick up Rocky and the bike, right? We need those gems to thrust yesterday. If that bizarre dirtification thing's been happening again, then don't get that washer involved, you hear? They already know too much. And for goodness sake, no more telling folks it was a dirt cloud, okay? Sounds ridiculous. And the codes, no telling anyone the codes 1, 2, 3, 4 neither. Oh, we Can we get in here with code 1234? Is that a thing that we can do? Maybe after the fact. Maybe after the fact. We'll look at that. All right, get that tire. Got wheel well. Let's get the hood. That's really awkward. Step ladder. Oop. All right, I don't know where bonnet. There we go. Bonnet began and the truck ended. All right, so that was grill surround, number plate. I mean, all that looks awesome. Let's work on tires in this underside of the trailer. Cool, we got that, and that tire was good. Yeah, I've got a feeling we're getting ready to open up this back, as our job looks almost done. But we're not almost done, if that makes any sense. All right, so trailer hubcap, side fairing, underside. We got fairing lights. Oh, cab steps. Up and under. Oh, headlight. Step. Oh, derp. Here I thought we were done. Forgot a complete set of tires. Yeah, this will help us out. All right, cab door handle. That's on the other side. Cab fairing. Cab fairing. Okay, and trailer roof trim. Trailer roof trim. Trailer side trim. Trailer side trim. I thought we were already up there, but you know what? That trailer roof trim. Oh, did it open? Open box. Yeah, there's the merman gems. Okay. Let's pretend we didn't see those. We'll do this just like any old job. Hey. Right, tube light good. You know what? Close the box, because we're going to need to get the cover. All right. Get these lights. Get the trailer roof. Awful nice of us to, you know, wash the thieves' truck inside and out. And then the fact that we washed it means they're going to know that we were here. It's like, well, the truck was dirty before and that cleaner got involved. All right, so that's truck sealing good. weird trailer design here. I guess it's something under that tarp that we're not too concerned about. But I am. On the inside of the truck doors. Hey all, Washi's found some pretty incriminating messages linking the mayor to gem theft. Sounds promising, but even if we caught him red-handed, he's still got every lawyer in the county in his pocket. Not every lawyer. I mean, we've got evidence. You have to be pretty terrible at your job to mess this up. Sabian Lesage is better than Sherman Holmes. Mayor is toast. Why are you yelling, Grandpa? And of course, this box is going to be really inconvenient to get this trailer wall with, but I think we got it. Yeah, once we get this trailer, then we can open the box. We'll get the tarp, and then open the box. There we go. Truck AC. Tarpaulin? Is that the actual name of a tarp? We've just shortened it to tarp. It's tarpaulin? You have got to be kidding me. All this time, I didn't know tarp was short for something. Tell you what. All right, get this tough box. Because we have to clean the incriminating chests first, of course. Want to imagine the latches? Yeah, chest clip. So the latches need to come out too. And yeah, these tough boxes have all kinds of little grooves in it. I imagine we have to open it up, and yeah, now Alright, inside the lid. Get all this graffiti and nastiness out. It's the same purple stuff that was on the bike. Alright, chest lid, come on. Whew. Had to catch it as it was opening. We'll get the rim of the chest. Inside of the chest. And then we're going to be in here with the gems. Alright, chest interior. So, yeah, this spoofy red counts. The Merman's gems, not a moment too soon. I'll organize getting these back in place on the statue. Alright, last but not least, get the floor. On our way out. Alright, we done. Free your diary, Rinson. We got something huge and detergento on that you're definitely going to want in on. Alright, so parade floats it looks like. So we'll complete that job. Semi-truck. Only missed a few things. Had to go back and do, but not too awful bad. But yeah, that blew my mind. Tarapin. Well done, Wishy. Thanks to you, Jeff Jefferson the 13th is banged to rights and has been stripped of its title. Rockies confess, and Xavier Lesage is taking the case. Honestly, never thought we'd see the day. I'm going to meet Sonya at the Merman statue to put the gems back in. Looks like we're going to find out our time-traveling buddy's master plan after all. By the way, you probably didn't have time to clean the entire inside after we found the gems, but I admire your... You didn't have to clean. I know, but I admire your relentless professionalism, as I thought. We didn't have to clean the inside, but we just did because we're power washer dude. All right, so next time, parade floats. And I think we're almost done. Not too awful many to go. The semi-truck is now down there. But that will do it for me, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you in the next PowerWash Sim 2 video. Take care.